back to our channel. It's your girl Tama Stitches. So today I want to show us how to draft bishop sleeve. You know what a bishop sleeve is? That bogus hand with a cuff. Well, I'm going to be drafting the pattern today. So stay tuned while we get started. If you join us for the first time, you are highly welcome. Our subscribers, thank you. Please put in your comments, send in your comment if you have any requests, if you have anything you want us to do for you. If you join us for the first time, don't forget to press the notification bell so that once I upload any new video, you'll be notified immediately. So today, let's get started immediately. I'm using my pattern papers to work. Stay tuned. So for the measurement we need, you need to measure from here. When you are measuring yourself, it's better to turn the tape upside down like this. So you put it up like this and know where you want the sleeve to stop and where you want the sleeve curve, the band, to start from. So for me, I'll be using it from 22 is what I'll be using. Then I'll now be using band of 4 inches. So I'm using length of 22 and band or sleeve curve of 4 inches. So let's first draft the basic sleeve before we now transfer it to what we want to do. So to start, I want to draft our basic sleeve pattern so that I can use it to draft that bishop sleeve. So the length I'm using is 22 because the remaining length, which is 4 inch, will be the curve I'm using. So this is my 22 here. I'll mark your 22. Make a straight line. You come here, you come down for your sleeve curve, use 4.5 to 5 inches. So I'll be using 5 inches here. You now give that inverted S. Just very easy, something like this. You just connect it to this place. It's that simple, just like this. Okay, so I'll now insert my armhole circumference here. Okay, I'm inserting it here. Then I'll come to this wrist circumference here. I'll be using 6 inches. I'm using 6 inches here. So I'll connect my line. Connecting my line. And I'll add my sewing allowance of 1 inch here. 1 inch here. I'll connect the two also. This is just our basic long sleeve. So let me cut it off. So here is our basic sleeve. You can see it. So now what we need to do is to open it up like this. Here, this is one sleeve. First of all, get the center. Here is our center. Because I folded it, you can see the center here. Okay. Now we need to slit this pattern to accommodate more space down. So how do we do that? First of all, use our tape measure. Measure from the center to this first end. We'll have 7.25. Same thing by this other side. Okay. So what I will do is to divide it in 3 places. So I could decide to divide it here and here. 1, 2, 3. I will decide to divide this again. It depends. I just want them space up. Then I'll do the same thing here, 4 places here. Mark them. Mark them. So what I need to do now is to connect this, my marks here, to the head of the sleeve. Not really in a straight line, not very straight, but like a little bit slanted. Okay, that's what I'm doing here now. Okay, don't forget to see about our center here. See, we mark that center. Okay, you can slit it more than 4. You can make it 5, depends on what you want. So I'm done marking it now. I've marked 4 here, 1 2 3 4 here, and 4 the other side. So next thing I need to do now is to place it on a bigger pattern paper, because I'll be slitting it open. So I'll open this. This is a bigger pattern paper, and I'll place this on it. Let me hold it with this. Hold this with this. Now is to slit these lines that I've made here open. So cut them open, but make sure you don't cut it out. Let it be a little bit joined to the head of the sleeve. You get here just a little bit, leave it there. So I have slit my sleeve open. So all you need to do now is to space it as much as you want the space, the fullness of your bishop sleeve to be. So you can see me opening it. I've already put a sellotape here. Okay, you open it as wide as you want, but you need to remember one thing. When you are spacing this, opening them wide, ensure that you use the same width measurement. Okay, so if now I want it like this, I will not measure how many is the width between one sleeve to the other. I could decide to make it 2 like here is 2 inch. I will ensure I maintain that 2 inch for all of it, so that it will not be too open. Or if I want to make it 3 inches, fine, I can make it 3 inches, so that it will sit in well, and the puff will be evenly spread. So this is what we have here. This is what we have here. So you can use 2 inches, 3 inches intervally in the slit, or 4 inches, depends on how full you want your puff to be. But what I have here, I think I'm okay with it. I'm having 2.5 inches in between each one. I think I'm okay with it. It's okay, not too full, because you might need to wear it to the office so that it will sit in well. So next you need to do now is to trace it out on this new pattern paper. So I'll place it well now and trace it out like this. Okay. Trace it out. It makes your work neater and easier when you are making your bishop sleeve. Okay. What I'm doing, I'll come and do that here at the head of the sleeve. Same thing. Trace it out evenly. And see, it's that easy. you just pay attention to it. Okay, so when you come to this, the slitted part, you just trace where it ends. I'll show you how to complete it. Just mark those places. Okay, this is what I have now. Okay, so I'm done tracing now. So I will remove this my pattern. I'll remove it. So this is what I have. So all I need to do now is to mark out the lines very well, because I use dotted line to trace them, so I cannot mark it out well. Okay, especially the sides. Use a straight ruler to get that side well. Just join these dots well. Okay. Now when you come to this down part, what you need to do is to use like a little of a curve ruler to join from each slit to the other with that curvy ruler of yours. Comes out well. Okay, what I'm doing now. Good. So let me cut it off so that you see how beautiful this sleeve looks. Okay. Okay, so here is how full our bishop sleeve is. You can see? So now the next thing to do is that curve, that band, call it a sleeve curve. That's what I'm going to cut now. So to achieve that, what we need to do now is to measure. Like at times you might want your curve to be long. If you are going to be dealing with let's say 6 inches of a curve, you need 2 measurements. This upper part of your arm will be measured. Like here I have 9, then this lower part too will be measured. Okay, here I have 7 inches, so we'll be having 2 measurements. But for the one I'm working with, I'll just do the one I'm working with. What I'm working with is 4 inches. From the top to where it will stop is 4 inches. So from that my 4 inches, now let me see. The head of the sleeve, the curve will start is 9 inches. Then the main place where it ends is 8 inches. So I have 9 inches and 7 inches to work with now. So I'm working with 9 inches and 7 inches. So all I need to do is to get my piece of paper I want in a fold, cut it off, So let's start with this. So the length of the curve I want is 4 inches. So plus sewing allowance, I'm making it 4.5 inches. Let me mark it here. 4.5 inches. So here's my 4.5. Now, you don't forget to cut on a fold. So that down part where it ends here has to be on a fold like this. So that it will be here, they're going to be attaching to the main body of the sleeve. So I have my full length now. Now let me cut my 9 inches and 7 inches. This is the down part, which is 7 inches. This is 9 inches. So I divide my 9 inches by 2. That'll give me 4.5. Yeah, dividing that by 2. So that'll give me 4.5 here. Then my 7 inches divided by 2. That'll give me 3.5. So I have 4.5 by 3.5. Okay. Now this is what I have as my curve. Place it well. It goes round. See? It goes round very well. I don't know if my camera got that. Like I said, you get your material on a fold like this, because this end part must be on a fold. So fold it like this into 2, then fold it again. If this size of your wrist and the upper part of it where this band we're going to start and end is the same size, fine. That means I'm going to be cutting the same thing here. But if they are different like mine, the upper part that's going to be attached to the sleeve is 9 inches, while the lower part where it's going to end is 7 inches. So that's why I cut this. You divide your measurement by 2. So that's why I have my 4.5 here up, and then I have my 3.5 here up. Don't forget, you have to add your sewing allowance. It's because my paper is not enough. You add your sewing allowance, maybe 1 inch on both sides, and you cut. So once you are done with that, you bring the body of the sleeve. You are going to gather down, run your loose stitch down to put a gather to it. Once you put the gathers to it, it should be able to sit in well here. So by the time you gather it together, this is the paper, so it might not gather well. But if you gather it very well, it will not sit in well here, and your bishop sleeve will wonderfully out. If you like my tutorial, please give us thumbs up. If you are just viewing my channel, please subscribe. Press the notification bell also, so that once you upload any new video, you'll be notified immediately. Tama Stitches love you. Please stay safe. Bye. Thanks for watching.